Dear children, we are moving on to the next session of the index numbers, that is method of constructing the price index numbers. We learned about the definition of index numbers and different types of index numbers in the last video, and in this video we will be concentrating on the methods of calculating the price index numbers. Now let us see which all are the different methods of constructing the price index numbers, and here I have given a schematic representation of the methods of constructing the price index numbers. Now let us see which are they. Mainly there are two methods of constructing the price index numbers. They are, that is, unweighted index numbers and the weighted index numbers. One is unweighted index numbers and the other one is weighted index numbers. Unweighted index numbers are also known as simple index numbers. Now, in these two categories of index numbers, unweighted index numbers and weighted index numbers, we have different methods of constructing the index numbers. Now, let us see which all are the two methods that are used in unweighted index numbers or simple index numbers. Now in the simple index numbers we have two methods mainly. The first one is simple aggregative method and the second one is simple average of price relative method. Now in weighted index numbers we have two methods, that is weighted aggregate method and the second one is weighted average of price relative method. Just as we have learned or discussed in the simple average method, in the simple or unweighted, the same method also will be followed here for the weighted index numbers. Now here in the simple index number we have two methods once again, simple aggregative method and simple average of price relative method. Likewise, for weighted index numbers also we have weighted aggregative method and weighted average of price relative method. Now let us first see about the simple aggregative method, which comes under this simple index number or weighted index number. The first method, simple aggregative method. Now in the simple aggregative method, in this method, the aggregate prices of all the selected commodities in the current year are expressed as percentage of aggregate prices in the base year. Now here in this method the aggregate price, the total, aggregate means the total price of all the commodities in the current year, are expressed as the percentage of aggregate prices in the base year. How do we express it as a percentage? Now, what do you mean by the price in the current year and in the base year? You know what is the current year and the base year? Because all these concepts were made clear in the first video, isn't it? If we take 2 years, 2015 and 2020, which is the current year 2020, which is taken for study, and 2015 is the base year. Now 2 years, 2019 and 2021. 2021 is the current year and 2019 is the base year. So in this method, what do we do? In the simple aggregate method, what do? We take the total price of all the selected commodities in the current year and they are expressed as the percentage of aggregate prices in the base year. So in short, what does it mean? We will find out the total of all the prices in the current year and also we will find out the total of all the prices of the base year. Then we find out the percentage, isn't it? That is what is expressed in the following definition. So as per the formula, what is it? P0, that is simple aggregate method using the price index number of simple aggregate method is expressed as P0 is equal to sigma P1. Sigma means the total of the price in the current year by sigma P0 means total of price in the base year into 100. To express it in the form of percentage, we need to multiply it with 100. Where P01 is the index number of the current year, sigma P1, P01, we express it as P01 Now, sigma P1 is the total of the prices of the current year. Then sigma P0 is the total of the base year price of all the commodities. So, this sigma P1 represents the total of the current year prices and sigma P0 represents the total of the base year prices. So, this is the formula for calculating the index numbers using the simple aggregative method. Okay. Now, simple aggregative method is therefore P01 is equal to sigma P1 by sigma P0 into 100. Now, based on that formula, I have given an example here. The following table shows the two sets of retail prices of a family's shopping basket. Calculate the index number using simple aggregative method. So, this table shows the purchasing pattern of a family where few commodities are involved. Including all the commodities are not possible, therefore, we have selected certain commodities and included in the family's purchasing basket, and you are asked to find out the index number using simple aggregative method, which comes under unweighted index number. Now, here why it is known as an unweighted index number? Because the weight is not assigned here. Prices are given here, isn't it? The prices are given here. Now, prices of 2 years are given here, one in the base year and the other one is the current year. That is what we need, isn't it? Now, let us see which are the items given here. The first one is milk of 1 liter, banana of 1 dozen, bread of 400 grams and butter of 1 kilogram. Now, prices in 2001, this is P0. Prices in 2007, this is P1. Now, prices of 1 liter of milk of 2001 is 18, in 2007 it is 20. Now, banana 1 dozen 15, there is no change. 400 grams of bread 9 in 2001, isn't it? And the 15 in 2007. Then butter of 1 kilogram, that is 120. 1 minute. There is a slight change in the values which are given here. Let me check out the values. The values are 1 liter of milk is equal to 18 and price is 18 in 2001, price in 2007 is 20. Banana 1 dozen is 15 and 15. Then butter of 1 kilo is priced as 120 in 2001 and 2007 the price of butter is 150. Then price of bread is 9 in 2001 and the price of bread in 2007 is 14. Okay, now the table is right. Now, when you add these values, that means as per the formula, we need P01 is equal to sigma P1 by sigma P0 into 100. So, you have to find out the total of P1 and total of P0. Total of P1 means price of the current year. The total is, when you add 20, 15, 150 and 14. 14 and 150, you will get it as 199. And when you add 18, 15, 9 and 120, you will get it as 162. So, sigma P1 by sigma P0. When you do that, what do you get? Sigma P1 by sigma P0, 199 by 162 into 100 will give you the value as 122.83. Now, from this, this is the index number. This is actually the index number. So, index number is, as per the simple aggregative method, index number is 122.83. How do you get it? Sigma P1 is 199, sigma P0 is 162 into 100, you got it as 122.83. That is the index number. So, from that, what conclusion you should reach? This reveals that there is a net increase of 22.83% in the prices in the year 2007 as compared to the prices in the year 2001. That means there is a 22.83% when you calculate it, when you express it in the form of percentage, there is a net increase of 22.83% in the prices in the year 2007 as compared to 2001. That means the cost of living has increased. That is the conclusion that we have to reach. So this is as per the index number using the simple aggregative method. Now we will move on to the next one under the unweighted index number or simple index number. That is, the next method is simple average of price relative method. What is meant by the simple average of price relative method? Now according to this method, P01 is equal to sigma is out of the bracket, sigma of P1 by P0 into 100 divided by n. N is the number of items. Okay. So P1 by P0 into 100. For each commodity you have to find out P1 by P0 into 100. Then find out the total of it. Then it has to be divided by n. So P1 by P0 into 100 should be found for each item. Then the total of it divided by 100 will divided by n will give you the index number. Now here is an example for you. There 4 commodities are given. Commodities are A, B, C and D. Then prices in 1993, prices in 2005. So here price in 1993 is P0, base year. Base year price is represented as P0. Then price in 2005, that is current year price, which is expressed as P1. Now the prices in 1993 are 10, 20, 30, 40. Names of commodities are not given here. Instead of that, we have expressed it in the form of alphabets. Okay, you can assume any items as per the alphabets given here. Now prices in 2005 is 13, 17, 60 and 70. Sometimes the price may increase from the base year to the current year, or sometimes it can decrease also. Both the ways it can happen. Sometimes it can be constant, as we saw in the last example, banana with 15 and 15. Anything can happen. It can either increase or decrease or can remain constant. Now as per the table, I have written the table again where commodities are expressed as A, B, C and D, where prices are 10, 20, 30 and 40 in 1993, and in 2005, 13, 17, 60 and 70. So as per the formula, what is the formula? P01 is equal to sigma of P1 by P0 into 100 divided by n. So we have to find out the price relative. That P1 by P0 is known as the price relative. P1 by P0 into 100 is known as the price relative. So we have to find out the price relative by using the formula P1 by P0 into 100, because the name itself is simple average of price relative. So find out the price relative by using the formula P1 by P0 into 100 for each and every item. So for each and every item we have found the P1 by P0 into 100. So 130 is the price relative for commodity A, 85 is the price relative of commodity B, 200 is the price relative of commodity C, and 175 is the price relative of commodity D. Now all these have to be added. That means you have to find out the sigma of P1 by P0 into 100. You have to find out the total of all the price relative. Now the total of all the price relative is 590. That means you have to add 130, 85, 200 and 175. So you will get the value as 590. Now apply the formula. What you will get? P01 is equal to sigma of P1 by P0 into 100. That is 590 divided by 4. That means how many items are there? 4 items are there. Now when you do that, you will get the index number. This is the index number as 147.50. So what should be the basic conclusion that you have to reach when you present it in the form of a percentage? What should be the conclusion? There is a net increase of 47.50% of price in the year 2005 as compared to 1993. That means the cost of living has increased. Cost of living has increased. So, there is a net increase of the price of 47.50% in the current year as compared to the base year. So, that shows the cost of living has increased. Okay. This is as per the simple average of price relative method. Okay. Now, we will move on to the next one, the weighted index number. Now, in the weighted index number, the quantity also will be added along with the price. That also will be included along with the price. Now, the weighted index number has two methods. One is weighted aggregative method and weighted average of price relative method, just as we have discussed for unweighted index number. So, the two methods that comes under the weighted index number is weighted aggregative method and weighted average of price relative method. Now, weighted aggregative method consists of the formula given by three statisticians. They are Lasper, Fisher and Pache, which is known as Lasper's method, Pache's method and Fisher's method. Pache's method and Fisher's method. Fisher's method is the last. So, Lasper's method, Pache's method and Fisher's method. Now, these three methods are not there for a detailed study in your syllabus, but still we need to know what is the difference between these three methods given by three statisticians, and we need to just apply the formula and see an example how it is done. So, the three methods used are weighted, Lasper's method in weighted aggregative method, Pache's method and Fisher's method. According to Lasper's method, price index is equal to, P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0. P1 Q0 means price of the current year is multiplied by base year quantity, just as we express for price P1 current year price, P0 base year price. We express it for quantity too. Q0 is the base year quantity, Q1 is the current year quantity. So, here Q0 is the current base year quantity. So, as per his formula, sigma of P1 into Q0, P1 into Q0 means price of the current year is multiplied by the base year quantity. Its total has to be found, divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100, total of the base year price and base year quantity into 100. Okay. So, this is what explains. Here you can find one term is missing. What is that? Current year quantity is missing, Q1 is missing. Okay. So, Lasper has not included the current year quantity. Instead of that, he has used the other three terms, which are the P0, P1 and the Q0. So, his formula is P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0 by sigma P0 into Q0 into 100. Now, next is Pache's method. What is Pache's method? Index number according to Pache's method. In Pache's method, we can find his formula is sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Here, he has not included the base year quantity, which Lasper has included. Okay. So, in Pache's method, the base year quantity is missing. He has included the other three items, that is P1, P0 and Q1. Base year quantity is excluded. That is the formula given by Pache. So, Pache's method, index number is equal to sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now, next comes Fisher's method. Fisher's method is P01 is equal to root of combining both the formulas given by the two statisticians, that is sigma P1 Q0 by sigma P0 Q0 given by Lasper into sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q1 given by Pache into 100. That is the formula given by Fisher's method. So what is the advantage of Fisher's method? Fisher has combined both the formulas and he has taken all the components such as P1, P0, Q1 and Q0. But in Laspeyres and Pascher's method we can find they have excluded one term each. For example, in Laspeyres method he has not included Q0. In Pascher's method, in Laspeyres method he has not included Q1. But in Pascher's method he has not included Q0. So the Pascher's method consists of all the terms and he has given a different formula for calculating the index number. So these are the three methods of constructing the weighted aggregative method, and once again I am repeating, this is not for a detailed study for the class 11 syllabus for you all. All the three methods given by the three statisticians is not there, but still we need to know how they have worked out the index number procedure. Now an example is given here. You have to calculate the weighted index number, weighted aggregative method. Using that method you have to calculate the index number by using all the formula. I mean Pascher's formula, Laspeyres and Fisher's formula. So for that the necessary things are given here. Commodities are A, B, C and D. Then price, quantity, price, quantity. See, price of 1993 and quantity of 1993, isn't it? So this will be P0 and Q0. Now here current year price and current year quantity, that will be P1 and Q1. Now what I want you all to do is just to go through the table which is given here in the board. See, all the items are given here, A, B, C and D. Price of the base year, quantity of the base year, price of the current year, quantity of the current year. Then as per the formula we have done the calculation here. Now see, as per the Laspeyres formula, P1 Q0, P0 Q0. So what are the terms that we need? P1 Q0, P1 Q0, isn't it? P1 Q0, P0 Q0. Isn't it? Now as per Pascher's, P1 Q1, P0 Q1, isn't it? So all these are found and we have multiplied P0 with Q0. So all the multiplications are done and the values are written in the table. You need to work out, and finally we have found the total of all these because we need all these values, isn't it? Then we have straightly applied the formula. Okay, when we apply this formula you will be getting the index numbers. This is as per the Laspeyres method, this is as per the Pascher's method, and this one is as per the Fisher's method. Now for all the three methods you can find there is a difference in the values because they have used the different terms. So you can find slight changes in the values of index numbers after finding it. So I want you all to frame a table and work out the index number by using all the methods given by the three statisticians, just as I have done here. So you need to work it out. I am not going into a detailed explanation of this because you know it is a direct application of formula. So you have to work it out and see whether you are getting the values which I have written here. So these are the three different values which you get as per the three statisticians because they have used different terms. But we cannot reach a conclusion whose method is more perfect than the other one. There is no answer for that question because they have used their own. Each method has got its own merits as well as demerit. Therefore, these are the three methods which are used to find out the weighted aggregative method. Now we will move on to the next one, that is weighted average of price relative method. Next is weighted average of price relative method. Now when you hear about price relative, what should come to your mind? Price relative is denoted by the letter R, isn't it? Price relative is P1 by P0 into 100. Weighted average of price relative, that means we are including quantity also in this index number. That is why weighted average of price relative method. Okay, so you have to find out the price relative first. then we have to multiply it with weight, because here the name itself it is clear, weighted average of price relative method, weight is included. Okay. Now let us see what is the procedure for the same. Here index number is found by using the formula sigma RW by sigma W, because here R we know what is it, R is the price relative, R is equal to P1 by P0 into 100. You have already done in unweighted index number, isn't it? P1 by P0 into 100 is R, price relative. Weighted average of price relative, what do you mean by that? That is P01 is equal to sigma of RW by sigma W. Now how will you find out this W? That is what we are going to learn now. Now for the explanation, an example is given here where commodities are A, B, C, D, E and F. Now quantity in 2020 is 80, 65, 42, 37, 31 and 15. You can assume any item here, but here the items are represented in the form of alphabets. Now prices of the same year is 5, 8, 12, 4, 4 and 2. And price in 2007, 8, 14, 18, 5, 5 and 4. Now here you can find the current year quantity is missing, it is not considered. Okay. Now we are considering the price of 2000 P0, 2007 P1 and quantity of 2000. Okay, Q0. Now how will you find out? Solution. What is the formula? You know the index number is equal to sigma RW by sigma W. Here you know R is P1 by P0 into 100. Now how will you find out W? Now how will you find out W? W is equal to, what is W? W is equal to P0 into Q0. W is equal to P0 into Q0. What is meant by this P0 into Q0? P0 into Q0 is the base year price into the base year quantity. So weight is base year price into base year quantity. So once again W is equal to the base year price into base year quantity. So as per this formula, weighted average of price relative method, W weight is found by using the formula P0 into Q0, which means price of the base year into price quantity of the base year. Okay. So this is P0 into Q0. What is P0? These are the values of P0 into Q0. Q0 means quantity of the base year, because here Q1 is not taken into consideration. So 80 into 5, 400. 65 into 8, 520. 42 into 12, 504. This is how we found these values. Okay. Then as you all know, R is equal to P1 by P0 into 100. You have to find out the relative, price relative for each item. So P1 by P0 into 100 will give you the following values. That is 8 by 5 into 100, 14 by 8 into 100, 18 by 12 into 100. So by doing that you will be getting the following values. Now each R value has to be multiplied with the W which we found. So when you do that, what will you get? That is 160 into 400, 170 into 520, 150 into 504, 125 into 148, that is R into W. This is the value of R into W, 64,000, 91,000, 75,600 and so on. 125 into 124 will give you 15,500, 200 into 30 will give you 6,000. So all these are the values. Now when you find out the total sigma RW, because you know formula is P01 is equal to sigma RW by sigma W. So sigma of RW you need to find out. This is RW, total of that is the value 2,70,600 divided by sigma of W. This is the value of W, isn't it? The sigma of W is 1,726. When you do that, the index number that you are getting is 156.77. This is the index number. So what should be the conclusion when you present it in the form of a percentage? It becomes there is an increase of 56.77% of price in the year 2007 when compared to 2000. This is the basic conclusion that you have to reach. So these are the 4 methods of calculating the index number. That is index number mainly divided into as per the method mainly divided into, we can find out in 2 categories. One is unweighted and the other one is weighted. In the unweighted, quantity is not included, but in weighted, quantity is included. In unweighted, we have 2 methods, simple aggregative method and simple average of price relative method. And in weighted method, in weighted index number, there are 2 categories of finding. One is the weighted aggregative method and the other one is weighted average of price relative method. So I hope it is clear to you.